Next question, equality within communities between men and women. The personal law reform rather than equality between the communities is more desirable. So critically analyze. So equality within communities between men and women, personal law reform rather than equality between communities is more desirable. So critically analyze this answer. सो आपको बोलना है कि कम्युनिटी के अंदर जो विद इन कम्युनिटी के अंदर कि कैसे हम इक्वलिटी हम ले सकते हैं और कर सकते हैं मैन एंड वुमेन के अंदर पर्सनल लॉ रिफॉर्म्स जो जहाँ पर उसके बारे में बोलना है और इक्वलिटी बिटवीन कम्युनिटीज इज मोर डिजर्वेबल एंड क्रिटिकली इसको एनालाइज भी करना है आपको सो इट्स वेरी गुड आंसर हियर one of the best answer we find now. So okay, they find it. So Messiah, he also gave his answer. Article 44 is a testimony to India's democracy commitment, democracy's commitment to bring uniform civil code for its citizens from the day it was born. So Article 44 is a testimony to Indian democracy commitment to bring uniform civil code. It is important uniform civil code for its citizen from the day it was born. It envisions uniformity between communities. A single person law. A single person law is important that the gender neutral and it covers all communities. जहाँ पर all community को cover करते हैं. Communities to improve the status of women across the society and to ensure universal rights and that no community feels victimized. And but the recent recommendation of law commission hints a backtracking from the earliest commitment by suggesting an alternate version where it envisions so uniform within communities a gender neutral law for each community to improve the status of women, bring not communities but citizens in them under the purview of gender neutral law. So जहाँ पर यूनिफॉर्मिटी विद इन कंट्रीज कम्युनिटीज़ के यूनिफॉर्मिटी के बारे में बोल रहा है जेंडर न्यूट्रल लॉ के बारे में बोल रहा है और फॉर ईच कम्युनिटी टू इम्प्रूव द स्टेटस ऑफ वुमेन को इम्प्रूव करना है और ब्रिंग नॉट कम्युनिटीज़ बट सिटीजन्स in them under the purview of gender neutral law. This approach is flawed at its core and not only fails to grasp the core objective of the Constitution, universal rights and fraternity, but also inconsistent in its immediate goal, women empowerment. So, women empowerment is important. Implementation, how to implement rights in a democracy are determined by the Constitution and not religious belief. It is not religious belief. It is determined by Constitution. And when we use this wrong scale, even for the right purpose, we ought to get unexpected results. If we take polygamy, for instance, there are two ways to make it uniform and gender neutral: either abolish it or allow polyandry communally. तो यहाँ पर आपको बोलना है if we take polygamy and instance there are also two ways to make it uniform and gender neutral, either abolish it or allow polyandry. So commonly they are both wrong, but to enforce constitutional right state would have to take a side, and that's the core problem with the approach. Uniform rights within community does not equal uniform rights in a society which our constitution guarantees. So outcomes, unity in diversity is the key to robust democracy, but diversity becomes discrimination when the state favors or neglects any particular diverse group, whining of different religious beliefs. The personal laws to each community would shape up differently with different degree of religious elements. This leads to second problem. This creates pockets of people with different rights who when interact are bound to conflict them then collaborate. So this lands This leads to second problem. This creates pockets of people with different rights who, when interact, are bound to conflict then collaborate. Informed civil code is reserved not because it promises uniformity between communities, but because it premises uniformity between citizens irrespective of community. That's the core lesson this recommendation seems to have skipped. So uniform civil code is important. These are not because it promises uniformity between communities and but it because it promises uniformity between citizens irrespective of community. इसके बारे में देखना है आपको. सो यहाँ पर बोल रहा है कि थोड़ा सा हमें इस कमेंट भी देखना चाहिए क्या बोल रहा है. तो यहाँ पर पर्सनल लॉज के बारे में बोल रहा है. आर सस्पेंडेड इन ट्रेडिशन एंड religions and it is not possible to from UCC to replace them, and maintaining plurality and diversity of different religions and imposed UCC will not be accepted by people, and right movement should not be subordinate to the idea of maintaining cultural diversity. So Article 44 mandates state to create UCC and DPSP. Several personal law allows discriminatory practice such as triple talaq, polygamy, etc. So here you can see all the things. So thank you.